Russia is threatening a harsher phase of the Ukraine war. President Vladimir Putin defended Moscow's intensified strikes on Kyiv, Ukrainian cities and ports, claiming they are crippling weapons deliveries, ammunition supplies, troop rotations, and defense production. He says the attacks are directly helping Russian forces at the front.
We are well aware that the Nazis during the Great Patriotic War, the Second World War, and the neo-Nazis today seem to be experiencing a special satisfaction, pleasure in committing such crimes, and we see that these crimes continue. But still, the final result for the enemy turned out to be exactly the opposite of what was expected. Of course, no breakthrough in the confrontation with Russia could and did not happen. The Kyiv regime and its masters cannot gain any advantage. They have not gained and will never gain.
Putin accused Kyiv and its Western curators of launching what he called an attempt to inflict a strategic defeat on Russia through a 40-day campaign targeting Russian infrastructure and logistics. But Putin says the plan backfired, insisting Ukraine achieved no breakthrough, and that Moscow responded by dramatically increasing its strikes.
We have begun to respond to the enemy's actions against our civil industry and logistics facilities. The Kyiv regime has set its goal of harming our economy. What has it done? It has opened this Pandora's box. So what? To get an answer from your most sensitive sectors of the economy, which, to be honest, breathe a sigh of relief.
Putin delivered the ominous warning after accusing Kyiv of attacking Russian industry and logistics. He said Moscow has expanded strikes against Ukrainian defense facilities, including in Kyiv.
This, by the way, also applies to agricultural production, the export of products from which the Kyiv regime receives its main income. Next, you want to violate our logistics. We can address this issue to the enemy. Well, the response will not make you wait long. You will get it.
Putin claimed Russia's retaliation is much more sensitive and much more destructive, warning that there will always be an answer. He also claimed Russian troops are advancing across the battlefield and have increased their pace, while calling for stronger air defenses as Moscow braces for more attacks. And then came another twist. Putin claimed Kyiv is using mediators to prevent the crisis from spiraling into a catastrophe. He refused to reveal details of what he called exotic and unacceptable proposals.
The Kyiv regime is trying not to allow this situation of catastrophic development, and it seems that such tendencies are being observed. At the same time, the proposals that are submitted to us are sometimes, I would say, exotic and unacceptable. We are always ready for dialogue, but only on the basis of the realities that are taking place on the ground.
Yet he left the door open to talks on one condition: negotiations must reflect the realities on the ground.